Go.
How is it going today, Lord?
Dwayne.
Dwayne.
My name's Jasmine.
We're Dwayne Jasmine. So we have Theodd1sout, conspiracy theories, and crazy people. I am a big.
We both are.
We both are. We are both big conspiracy theorists. We love them. We love to theorize.
We prepare for like any apocalypse or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like, we got like our own little, not a bunker, but it's like, you know, we got our own little separate area that's set for like if something was to happen.
A few years down the line, maybe 10, 15 years down the line, that's when we might get to that level where we like, got a bunker.
Even today, we were notified that Maryland is going on shutdown. At 5 p.m. today.
I'm going to call it the core virus.
Due to the C virus.
Yeah, there you go. You guys know what virus we're talking about.
So, everything's on lockdown.
This is crazy.
We're good.
We're good. Anyway.
We're not stocked up crazy on toilet paper like everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah. Anyway, if you guys have heard from us, please follow us on social media. And the link as well. Don't forget to subscribe.
At my subway, you would spend your entire 5 to 6 hour work shift with only one other person. And you didn't get to pick that peculiar partner you're spending your precious period with. So that meant I was stuck with some crazy characters. One of those characters was really into that new age snorting healing crystals kind of stuff. And he would specifically talk to me about it because I was the only other person there, and all we did for fun was watching bread rise. Since I was contractually obligated to stay, I would just listen to him ramble about how he thought the universe worked. He told me about chakras and how easy it was to open your third eye through LSD. He told me about scrying using black mirrors and that it's a common misconception that you can get stuck in the mirror, but that's just a myth. That doesn't actually happen. Which is a good thing because getting stuck in a mirror is something I'm constantly worried about as an adult. And he told me that every illness is in your head and that hospitals can already cure anything, but they're not going to because if they cure you, they're going to lose a customer. So he's just going to stick to his essential oils and non-vaccinated immune system. Thank you very much. Listen. You can believe whatever you want to believe, as long as it's not hurting yourself or others, okay? But denying modern medicine?
Right.
No.
Yeah.
No,
I would never deny medicine, but they do know how to cure.
Since there were still 4 hours of the workday left and I didn't want to argue with him, I would just respond with,
okay.
He didn't do crack or meth or any drugs that I know of that would alter his perception of reality.
That's one of my favorites.
Even though he didn't trust hospitals or doctors, he really believed in the benefits of medical marijuana. If you're ever wondering what kind of person is making these yes, they did give this guy a license to touch your food. Whoa. My sandwich tastes like colors. I learned something about myself that day, and that is, I'm obsessed with crazy people. Even though I didn't believe a word he said, I would still ask him questions just to hear him talking. Wait, so you're telling me that everything in Naruto is real? Something about talking to him and hearing his perspective was fascinating.
It was interesting.
This human that I share a planet with exists. What is a crazy person? A crazy person is not someone who has a weird hobby or owns a pet snake. A crazy person is someone who, despite having an astronomical amount of evidence... I'm not a psychologist, and maybe I should have consulted one before making this video, but I think crazy people have an unhealthy amount of unchecked distrust and paranoia. I don't know where to even begin talking to crazy people. Their worldview is just so much different than mine. A crazy person thinks that someone who has no reason to is lying. NASA's lying about the moon landing. I don't trust NASA. Hospitals are lying about medicine. I don't trust doctors. The government's lying about...
everything.
Well, a lot of things. They're lizard people. Okay, that one might be true. Thankfully, I don't personally know any crazy people. Well, okay, some of my friends are into astrology, but they still get vaccinated, so, you know, you win some, you lose some. However, on the internet, there's an overwhelming abundance of crazy people. I'm guessing crazy people don't go outside because they think the government will target them with directed energy weapons.
Oh my god. Oh my god, they turned the phone! Such a meme in there.
I think they joked about that on Family Guy or something
Oh my god. Oh my god. He snuck that meme in there.
Life behind computer screens.
I mean,
one of my guilty pleasures is that while I'm working, I will listen to crazy people talk for hours. It's weirdly my version of ASMR. I've tried listening to podcasts and audiobooks or anything that's good for my brain, but there's something so fascinating about listening to a 50-year-old genuinely tell you about his alien abduction. And it only has 300 views? This man was contacted by aliens people. Why isn't he on the cover of Time
They don't
magazine?
believe him.
YouTube will teach you everything you need to know about aliens. Did you know that aliens traveled millions of light years to build pyramids, stomp on our corn, and abduct a couple of crackpots? There's videos of people who will tell you in full confidence about the gray and praying mantis aliens living among us. I mean, the videos barely have any views, but they
Great and
exist.
praying mantis.
Most of the views are from me. Okay, all of them. I don't understand how people think the moon landing was faked. There is so much evidence proving that the moon isn't even real. Wake up, sheeple! I gotta be honest. I don't think flat earthers are real. I think they're all just a bunch of trolls trying to get people like me to hate humanity. I'm no rocket scientist, but I know that our understanding of space and gravity is so beyond what shape the earth is. I'm amazed how much free information is available to people, but they still choose not to believe it. So I'm sorry, I just can't accept that flat earthers are real. I mean, I have nothing to back up this idea, though. I guess it's just a crazy theory of mine. Wait, here's a lighthearted conspiracy for you. Some people think that the creators of the Sonic movie purposely made the design of Sonic bad in the first trailers as a marketing ploy. Everyone was outraged about the bad designs and ended up talking about it, giving the movie free promotion. Meanwhile, the executives were planning to use the better designed Sonic all along. The evidence for this is...
Maybe.
Well, I'm talking about the Sonic movie right now, so I'm contributing to the theory that this was all for publicity. Another piece of evidence is... Look at this.
Ugh.
What is this?
For
There's no way that any executive or anyone with 2 eyeballs would okay this ever. And honestly, I might have believed this conspiracy theory if this movie didn't exist. If it wasn't for the caption,
I saw that. It just
I would have
looked
thought Hollywood
weird.
knew what they were doing too. But because it's current year and these types of things can still get past test screenings, I think sometimes Hollywood is just no good. I could be totally wrong though. If anyone watching worked on this movie and wants to be a whistleblower, let me know in the comments. Another rabbit hole I fell down was discovering a group of people called targeted individuals. Targeted individuals are a group of people that think the government is sending NSA agents to harass them. And this isn't just the American government. It turns out that every government in the world is harassing random citizens. They claim that they're being harassed because the government is trying to silence them for speaking the truth, when in reality, they're not speaking anything remotely true. A targeted individual will say things like, people keep following me. There's a white van that's been parked in front of my house for hours. The government's been using electromagnetic radiation to transmit sounds and thoughts into my head. And the whole time I'm watching these people, I'm thinking, yo, that sounds like schizophrenia, my dude. I don't know your life. Maybe you just got out of a really bad cult and you do have stalkers following you. Okay, yes, that happens. But it's not the government. One targeted individual I saw said that the government attacked them with a directed energy weapon and that they've been having migraines and coughing up blood. And I'm just flabbergasted that someone actually believes this. How do you tell them, yo, the government's not harassing you? You probably have something going on in your digestive system. You need to see a doctor and a psychiatrist. And it's easy to point and laugh and make fun of these people, but after hearing their stories, I just feel bad for them. They are going through some major mental stuff, and I think they just need a friend to talk to. Most conspiracies can be disproven with a little bit of research, so it's important to think critically and not immediately believe everything you hear online. And if there's not enough data to make a judgment, then it's okay to say, I don't know, or I need to look into this further before making a conclusion.
That's what I was going to say.
Viral misinformation punishes everybody, so it's important to do research, tests, and evaluations to form a concrete judgment before you hit that retweet button. There is one conspiracy theory, I believe, and that is that Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill... Are there any conspiracy theories that you believe in? Feel free to rethink your life.
Okay, there's a lot. Okay, there's been... See, my thing is that there's known unknowns.
Okay, here goes Boondocks fans. There's known unknowns, and there's unknown unknowns. Just because it's unknown doesn't mean that it's unknown knowns.
Right. See, the absence of evidence doesn't mean there's
the absence of evidence isn't the evidence of absence.
Right.
Just because you don't see it, don't mean that it does not exist. Okay.
So there's a couple of there were a couple conspiracies that came out to be real. Okay, Project Paperclip. You know that one. We recently saw a show rated mature, very mature, called Hunters, and they was after the war, they had got Nazis. I think it was the Cold War around that time. They brought Russia was getting they was trying to get Nazis and stuff like that, and America got some of those Nazis and used them. Like, what is it?
To be their allies, basically.
To be basically use their minds. They say they were smart or whatever.
Use their minds so that they're an ally, not an enemy.
And change their names to have American names.
To make it seem like they were never Nazis.
Yeah, and
everything like
that's
that.
a real thing. It's called Project Paperclip. So
now, see, the thing with the flat earthers, we watched it with Shane, and we've also watched it before then, before the little Shane video. But the flat earthers thing, I don't see them to be all that crazy. The only reason is because we know, or we think we know, that the earth is a circle because of what we were taught in school and the pictures that we were shown. But even NASA themselves has said, these are all pictures that were put together from the images that they have. So they don't have a full picture of what it looks like. And it's like, for me, it's like, I don't personally know until I go up there and see what is over there. And
I mean, like, what's so hard about like going up there, having a live stream of the Earth 24/7?
Yeah.
What's so hard about? Is it really hard? Is it that hard?
So I don't really blame people for that, because like, people's rebuttal will be like, so you're not gonna believe what you were taught in school? I'm like, okay, well, my rebuttal to that is they taught you in school that Columbus discovered America. No. Now, did he do that? No, he didn't. So there's a lot of things that can be misconstrued. I
just heard something about
around.
the Dead Sea Scrolls. Those weren't. They said so. I forgot.
Like the Dead Sea Scrolls in like some museum of the Bible was not even real.
Right? Like what? Like what? Like don't think that everybody's so crazy. Like they might be onto something. Okay? Like just I will say be open. Be open.
To
don't
different
be too
perspectives.
Open. Don't be too open though.
Yeah. True. Like I don't think nobody's following. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Some people might be following people specifically. I don't know. Cause remember Dr. Sebi that made he didn't make it, but he basically said the cure for AIDS and all that stuff and everything. And then all of a sudden he turned up dead, and somebody else found the cure.
Recently, Jeffrey.
Yeah, somebody else found the cure for something.
The Epstein dude.
Recently, well, I'm on cures.
No, I'm just saying. But even then with him, the camera went out.
Yeah, the camera now. Nobody knows what happened. The guards didn't see nothing. Like, come on now. Like, so like there's some weird stuff out there.
That's why me and Jasmine love some espionage movies, like Captain America, not Civil War, Winter Soldier. We love that movie. Yeah. We watch that over and over again because just the intricacies of that, and we just love we the type. It's like Jasmine love puzzles. I'm starting to love puzzles too. So we like to try to crack and figure things out.
I like to look at things openly. I'll be like, okay, you're not crazy. Let's look at this a little bit. So,
guys, look at it. Just like I want to talk about the virus that's recently came out, but I'm not trying to get demonetized. So we'll talk about that another day. Anyway, guys, comment below. Let us know what you think.
Don't forget to like,
share.